Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Innal hamdalillah nahmaduhu nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu wa na'udhu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. Man yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa man yudlilhu fala hadiya lahu. Wa ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu amma ba'd. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Nice to see you all. Alhamdulillah. You are on your 21st day, if I'm not wrong. So if we happen to realize, though we may consider this to be the third day, but you are on the 21st day actually. So Alhamdulillah, by now you have been able to pick up the pace. You are able to pick up, but you should be ready to get too many informations. You should be ready. I would want you to be ready to take as much as possible, but all that you need to do is keep your eyes open and your mind focusing on the subject. If you're doing that, you don't need to have the paper, pen, as the brother rightly said. Paper and pen, inshallah, the notes will reach you, inshallah ta'ala. It is our duty to ensure that the notes reach you. But if you are able to comprehend on the subject, that is sufficient, inshallah. So now we will quickly, I would want to remind us of what all we learned so far. إِذَا تَكَرَّرَ تَكَرَّرَ. So that's the reason we want to repeat again and again, so that you are actually grasping it enough, inshallah ta'ala. From alif to ya, we all learned, and the right pronunciation. Can anybody say the whole of it from alif to ya? Anybody, whoever wants to, just come forward and you can just feel free. It's not an examination time. In case you go wrong, I can correct it, inshallah. But the first person who raises his hand, he, inshallah, will consider him brave. Yeah, inshallah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha, dal, zal, ra, za, sin, shin, صاد ضاد طاء ظاء عين غين فاء قاف كاف لام ميم نون ها واو ياء.
MashaAllah, barakallah fiqh. Perfect, MashaAllah. Absolutely fine. In fact, you did it better than what I did actually. Jazakumullah khairan. So among the sisters, anybody want to try? Alif to ya? You confident enough? Okay, let me find out how many of you are confident with the pronunciation. Raise your hands amongst the men. Okay, mashallah. You are all confident enough. Amongst the sisters? One, okay. Sister, why don't you try? From alif to ya.
Alif, ba, ta, sta, jim, ha, kha, dal, zal, ra, za, sin, shin, swad, dad, ta, za, ain, gain, fa, kaf, qaf, kaf, lam, mim, nun, ha, waw, ya.
Okay, some areas to improve, but alhamdulillah, you're doing fine. You're doing fine to the extent, to satisfy the need of, learning the Arabic language. But in tajweed, inshallah, if you're reading the Quran, you need to work more, inshallah. Anyway, khair, alhamdulillah. We also learned about writing alif to ya. Now, when you're joining the letters, you will find that some of the letters would get, broken to ensure that you form it into a word. So I would be taking it roughly, inshallah, so that you know how to write, and in case you find it difficult, you will have a easy way to go about, inshallah. Generally, alif, there's no issue with that. Ba, this is the original, but when you have to join, generally you will take half of it. The half of it will come to use. And again, towards the end, if you're taking it towards the end, then again it's the half of it, not the whole. Just the half of it would be in use, inshallah ta'ala. Same thing with ta also. If this is ta, then half of it will come to use if you are starting the word. If ta comes in the initial part of the word, then you will find it, having the right portion up to the center, but the last portion of ta will not be there. And in case if it comes in the center, you will have the complete ta. If ta comes in the center, you will have the complete ta. If it comes to the end, then you have just the last portion of ta. Following me, all of you? Yes. Yeah. Then same thing with tha also. Similar. Ba, ta, tha. You will have, if it is initial, you will have just a portion of it. If it is center, you will have the whole of it. Again, if it is towards the end, you will have only the latter portion of it. Alif, ba, ta, ta. Now, jim, you will find just the half of it like this.
A little bit bigger.
You want it bigger? You are not able to see?
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay. Now, when you see jim, the original is this, isn't it? Now, if it is initial, the beginning of it, you will find it just this portion being used. And of course, if it is in between, say you're saying alif and jim, alif will be there and jim will tag onto it. So it will be the same. But if it is to the end, generally, you will find the whole of it being used towards the end. Okay? Say for example, hajj. Ha is there, then ja, jim is completely used here. So same thing for the relative ones, that is ha and fa. These are almost the same, The pattern is almost the same. You following me? Dal. See, there are some special letters in Arabic language. Like for example, alif, then you have dal, dal, ra, za, and wow. These are special letters. These letters would want to stay alone. If they are beginning, if you happen to start a word with alif or dal or with dal or ra or za or wow, they will not join with any letters. They want to be aloof. They don't want to shake hands with anybody. So if you find, Ashraf, when you say Ashraf, so alif would remain as it is. He would not want to join with anybody. Same with dal, the bus, dal would remain as it is. It will remain as it is. Here? Yeah, that is for if alif is coming towards the latter portion of it, it will join. If it is coming in the initial, when you starting a word, then it will not join with anyone. Okay? So dal would remain separate. Same thing with dal and ra, za, and then wow. Just to get some information, so that when you're writing, you have an idea. In case you go wrong also, at some point of time, you can get reminded. You may go wrong, There's so many, we all have to make mistakes. And once you make mistakes, that's how you will start learning. If somebody wants to say that he would not want to make mistake at all, then he would not learn. So you have to be ready to do a lot of mistakes. Be prepared to make mistakes. So, ha, kha, dal, dal, ra. So, when we say the initial portions, it will not join, but in between it can join. Like for example, if I say, we all know this, isn't it? Muhammad, okay. So dal gets joined here. So if it is towards the lateral portion, it gets joined. So same thing with dal also, in case you're wanting to join. Ra, same thing. Towards the lateral portion you can join, but initially you can't join. Then raza, seen, yes. This is seen, isn't it? If you're starting, you will just get just the half portion. The whole portion will not come. So towards the end, if you want to join, then seen would stay as it is complete. It will stay as it is complete. Same thing with sheen also. Our Sahih, Sheikh? Same thing with sod. When you're starting the word letter sod, then just the half of it would be in use, not the complete. Towards the end, the whole of it would come to be in use. Same thing with dod. Pa, the whole of it will be in use. Right from the initial, even in the end also, the whole of it would be used for pa and ra. Ain, yes, ain. Ain, the original is this. But when you're starting, you will use just this much. This is ain. You just use, this is it. This is the portion that you'll be using the letter of ain. And if you are using ain in between, then ain would change into this much. This is ain. This is ain. The same ain, if you are using it in the initial part, then this is ain. Then in the between, you will have it as this is ain, okay. Towards the end, if you are using, then again you will have the whole of ain. Whole of ain would be there. So ghain is easy for you, just the dot. Then ghain. Fa, yes, the initial, just half of it will be in use. If you're using in between, then the whole of it, okay. Towards the end, it will stand complete. So for qaf is similar to this. You just have to add this. Now kaf. Initially it will be this, more like S. Then in the between, if you're using, the whole of it will be there again. Mim, kaf, sin, waw, ra, maksur. So the whole of it would be there in between. Towards the end, if you're using, then it will change into, this is kaf. Okay, this is kaf. So when you see, while writing, don't get confused, why so many forms? This is how it is in use. So you'll have to just get familiarized with these forms. It's easy, inshallah. So you have kaf, then what? Lam. Lam, yes, complete. It will take its complete portions all through. Lam will come in complete portions all through. Then mim, yes. Mim, as we learned, you start with this. This is mim. This is mim. So generally you can start, this is mim. Even in the center portion, this will be as it is. But mim comes in various ways. Like sometimes when you are using with alif lam, you see mim is here. This is meme. Okay? So when you find sometimes, very small, tiny portion somewhere, then you must understand this is meme actually. So it comes in this form, it will come in this form, and it will come in this form also, inshallah ta'ala. So noon is easy, same like ta, but then the noon takes a little bit of, it moves more like a vessel, comes down like this. So noon, you will have the initial noon is only this much. And towards the end, if noon is coming, you'll find the complete noon coming up, inshallah. Ha, waw, ya. Ha, once again. This is the original. But you will find it in various ways. Sometimes you will find it. This is also ha. This is ha. Yes, wow. Wow would want to be, separate from the letters. Other letters it will not join initially, but later on you can join. If it is coming in the center or towards the end, you can join, inshallah. Then ya. Ya is very important. This is ya. And again, you will have ya coming up in this form also. All of you following me? Yeah. Fine. This one? Yeah. If it comes to the top, if it comes to the two dots at the top, it is ta. Now it's come to the bottom, so it is ya. You know why I'm teaching you this? Because I know how difficult it was for me. I know how it would be for you to just immediately see so many patterns and trying to understand, is it meme or is it ha or is it ain? So I was going through that kind of situation. So I thought probably you should not be in the same state. So inshallah, if you are able to get familiarized with these forms, it will be easy, inshallah. Now we learnt about harakat, fatha, kasra, dhamma, mashallah. Can anybody tell me what is fatha? Yeah, feel free. Yeah, that is what you say in Urdu as zabar. Okay, but what does it do actually? To say, for example, not the double sound. It gives the a sound, right? Like for example, if I say we are adding fatha to ta, what does it do? Okay. Now if we add kasra to ta, dhamma. Okay. Now if you are fatha umudiya, we learned fatha umudiya. What does it do? Double it. Fatha umudiya. Yes, you have to double it. Tajir. Okay, fatha umudiya, what does it do? Okay, double. Now, what does sakin do? Half sound. So, alif, ba, fatha, and if you give sakin for ba, what does it become? Ab. If I say Hamza, generally when we say in a word, when we start, we don't say alif, we say it as Hamza. When we're starting the word, we don't say alif, we say Hamza. So Hamza, ta, with sakin, what does it become? At. Okay. All of you can follow me? Anybody missing out? Okay. So you are all familiar with dhamma, fatha, kasra. Mashallah, mashallah.
One question.
Yes.
You have that ta,
Tashti. Ta alif.
and then on top of alif you have that, similar to sakin where you say ta, ta'muruna.
Atamuruna.
Is it the same thing or?
Yes, it's the same. It's the same thing. The only thing is after ta you have alif, and then you have the sakin. You get the half of it only. Ta. You will not get the complete. So you have to give a, it's not completely. It goes half. Yeah. Khair, mashallah ta'ala. Now, I want to start with teaching you the names of the days. So you call it as Ayyamul Usbu. Ayyamul Usbu. Yeah. Usbu in Arabic means week. Usbu means week. W-E-E-K. Ayyam means days. For a singular, the word for day is Yawm. Yawm is for a single day. If you want to call it as days, then it is Ayyam. So Ayyamul Usbu means? Days of the week. Very good, mashallah. They've also learnt Muzaf alayh, mashallah. When we teach the grammar, then you'll think, oh, this is what I just said. So Ayyamul Usbu. Usbu. I will tell you how to write it. Don't worry. Now just listen to me. Yawmul Ahad. That is the first day. Yawmul Ahad. So Ahad means first, isn't it? Now, which day is this? Can anybody? Friday, is it? Saturday? Sunday. Sunday. Sister said it, but I wanted it from here. See, generally we say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That pattern is no more here. Here you will start with Sunday. We are starting with Sunday. Yawmul Ahad. Yawmul Ahad. Then Monday is Yawmul Ithnain. Yawmul Ithnain. Then Yawmus Thulatha. Yawmus Thulatha. Yawmul Arbi'a. Yawmul Arbi'a. Then Yawmul Khamis. Yawmul Khamis. Then Yawmul Jumu'ah. Yawmul Jumu'ah. That is Jumu'ah, Friday. Yawmus Sabt. Yawmus Sabt. So these are the 7 days. So I can write it for you. Inshallah, you want to write it? Yes. Okay, Ayyamul Usbu. You can read, sisters? Okay. Yawmul Ahad. See, here you are learning the words, the terminologies, and this will be useful in your vocabulary building, inshallah ta'ala. Because anytime if somebody is asking you a question, where were you, on something on relating to your present someday, you can just say in one word, when were you somewhere, you can just say Yawmul Ahad or Yawmul Isnain. So with one word you can do the job, inshallah ta'ala. So this is a part of the vocabulary building, inshallah ta'ala. Yawmul Ahad. Yawmul Ithnain. So Yawmul Ithnain is Monday. Yawmul Ahad is Sunday. Yawmul Thulatha. Yawmul Thulatha. Yeah? Yawmul Arbi'a. Arbi'a. Yeah? See, I will come to that. Inshallah, just so you write that. Inshallah, next chapter I'll be touching on that, inshallah. That'll be making it easy for you, inshallah. As of now, you just write this. How to read with Alif Lam, inshallah. Now it is Yawmul Ahad. Yawmul Ahad. Yawmul Ithnain. Yawmul Thulatha. Yawmul Arbi'a. What is after this? Yawmul Arbi'a. Yawmul Khamis. Khamis. Yawmul Khamis. Yawmul Khamis. Yawmul Jumu'ah. Yawmul Jumu'ah. Yawmul Ithnain. After ta you have ta. Yawmul Ithnain. Is it easy for you to write, all of you? Yes, sister.
I didn't get the word after the alif.
Where? Here? This-
Everywhere.
Everywhere?
Yeah, what is the word?
See, after alif it is lam.
How do you read it?
See, you have alif, then you have lam, right? First alif, lam, and then for ahad I put this. Again alif comes. Alif, lam, and alif. Okay. I will tell you in the next chapter when I'm touching on how the alif, lam is used. I will teach you on that.
In Yawmul Ahad, you're not reading the alif, right?
Yawmul, this is here Hamzatul Wasl is there. Okay, I will explain to you that later. As of now, you just write as Yawmul Ahad. I will explain to you. Yes, good. MashaAllah. Very nice. Very nice. You all are following. You're all questioning. That's nice. So Yawmul Arbi'a, Yawmul Khamis, and Yawmul Jumu'ah. And now last one is Yawmus Sabt. Okay, I think I'll write it somewhere to the top. Right? Yawmus Sabt. Fine. Many of you, you had this question, why Alif Lam is coming there, isn't it? Yawmul Ahad, why that sign is coming again and again? That's the question you have. So that I will be taking the subject now, inshallah. All of you finished writing? All of you followed me?
One question. Jum'ah, is it Jumu'ah or
Jumu'ah.
There's a
Jumu'ah, there's a Dhamma there. Yawmul Jumu'ah. Generally we say Juma. No, we say in we say Juma. Jumu'ah.